Hello everyone, welcome back to the gaming flow. In this video we're going to talk about how to fix crashing issue as well as stuck or loaded screen issue on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and how you can fix this up. Now let's dive into the workaround. The first one is all about when you're having these kind of issues, what you need to do is the first one is all about you can start with a simple restart, and that's what you have to do. For this, go over here in this icon. Now from here click on this one and go for the restart. So you can try with a simple restart. This is not going to work in all the cases, but you can try with a restart and that's going to work for you in most cases. If this is not working, you can try with the next one. Next one is nothing but you can go with verify integrity of game file. For this, just go over here in the game, right click and go to properties. Now from here go to installed files. Now from here just click on verify integrity of game file. So as you can see, the game is around 90.86 GB, so it's going to take a little bit of time. So what happens is this will be cross-checking every single files of the game. If any files are corrupted or if any files are missing, and all these kind of things will be cross-checked. And if it's going through any kind of issues such as if any files are corrupted and if any files are missing, and all those things will be fixed from this particular step. So that is why verify integrity of game file is actually an important step you need to try out. That is why it's been recommended by all the users. So you can, whenever you are having these kind of issues such as crashing, stuck on loading screen, and even many more issues such as stuttering, lagging, FPS drop, freezing, and you can try with FPS drop, and even many issues, you can try this out as well. So once you're done with this, I have skipped it because we need to wait a little bit longer, so I'm gonna skip this step. Once after verify integrity of game file is done, you can try with the next step. Next step is nothing but all you can do is you can try with the next step. That is all about you need to launch the game from the installation folder. So most of us will be launching the game from Steam. That can't even cause the issue. So what you need to do is we just need to launch the game from the installation folder. So we have two methods. One, we can go a shortcut from here, or you can navigate to using the file explorer. So I'll be showing you both. You can try any one you need. So the first one is all about just go over here, right click and go to properties. Now from here go to installed files, and over here as you can see, which is on C drive, around here there is an option called browse. Just click on this one. Now if you go back, you can see that this is what it looks like. So if you check at the top, that is this PC, local disk C, program file x86, Steam, Steam apps, common, Call of Duty HQ. This is what the installation folder. Now from here we need to launch the application. This is the application. So just launch the game from here instead of launching the game from Steam. This did work it for many of the users in my knowledge, so you can try this out as well. Next one is all about nothing but you can try the same step, which means two steps coming ahead can be done from the installation folder. So I'm going to show you this. Next one is run the game as an administrator. For this you just need to go over here, right click and go to show more options, go to properties, go to compatibility. Now from here click on run this program as an administrator, go for apply and go for OK. Once you go for apply and go OK, so just close this and go back, and you can open the Steam once again and try launch the game. If this is not working, we can move to the next step that can be shown from here itself. That is, you can go over here, right click once again, go to properties, go to installed file, just click on the browse. Now you can do this step. That is nothing but you can run the game in the compatibility mode. For few users, when they did this, it did work it for them, so I'm going to show you this. So go over here in the same installation folder like I shown with the shortcut from the Steam. Select this one, right click and go to show more options, go to properties, go to compatibility. Now from here go to compatibility mode. Over here as you can see, this is blank, so you have to select this and first set Windows 7. Set this to Windows 7, go for apply and go for OK and see whether the issue is solved. Or else you can set this to Windows 8, go for apply and go for OK, and you can try launch the game. But keep in mind, for few users, when they run the game in compatibility mode, the issue become more severe. If they are having only crashing issue, they end up in having freezing and stuttering. If that is the case, it's a rare case. If that is happening for you as well, then you need to undo this particular step. Just undo this and go for apply and go for OK and go back to the Steam and try launch the game. If this is not working, we have to move to the next one, that is all about we need to set the Windows language to English. Now as you can see, the Windows language is English, but some users have a tendency of running the game in their native languages like Chinese, Japanese, Arabic, even Russian. So if that might be causing the issue, so just go over here in the search, go for settings, go over here in the time and language, go for language and region. Now we can add the language and search for English and set the language to English. And also make sure you are from the country where you are actually residing. So based on your geography, you can select this one and select the appropriate country. You have to go back and go to the date and time. Over here, as you can see, you have to set the time and time zone should be automatically turn it on. This is very important as well. You have to turn this on as well. Once you turn this on, go back and try launch the game. Next one is nothing but you can try with launching the game using Alt and Tab. So most of the users having crashing issue, they try a couple of times and they became really, they became really angry, or they really ends up in saying it's not going to work. So you can try all the possible workaround. And one among them is just click on the play button. The moment you're clicking on the play button, you have to press Alt and Tab from the keyboard. This did worked for many users. I found this method from the Steam community where one of the users commented and stated this did work for them, and you can definitely try a luck. If this is not working, move to the next step. If this worked, you can tag me in the comment. So just click on the play button and press Alt and Tab from the keyboard, and that's gonna work for you as well. Next one is all about nothing but you can try with delete the saved game file. For this, just go over here in the file explorer, go to this PC and go to documents. Over here you will be finding the folder of the game. So if you find the folder of the game, so you have to delete the folder. So if when you're doing this, you'll be losing all the progressions of the game, but that is fine. It is all good. You can start from the scratch, but even this did work for many users. It helped them to launch the game, so you can try this out as well. Next one is all about nothing but you need to allow the game to Windows security. For that reason, we have to go over here in the search, go for control panel. Now from here go to system and security. Now from here go to Windows Defender Firewall. Now go for allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Now from here you have to keep scrolling down, hence this in alphabet, and search for Modern Warfare. So you'll be able to find COD somewhere else here. It will be quite easy if you find it. So if you find anything over here like Modern Warfare, so make sure it is all good with us, like it is marked. So if it's not there, you can go over here. You can find the game over here and you can see if it's marked with this. You can definitely cross-check this as well. So for many of the users, when they cross-checked over here, it did help them. So you can do the same, and most probably the Warzone will be there. So you can try this out and make sure it is. You have to make sure they are checked, and if the game is not here, we can add it by default. For this, you can just click on the change settings, go for allow another app, go for browse. Go to this PC, go to local disk C, go to program file x86, keep scrolling down, Steam, and go to Steam apps once again, go for common. Now from here go to Call of Duty HQ. Now from here you have to select this one. This is the application, so go for open and go for add. So now as you can see, the Call of HQ is added, and make sure the private and public both should be checked. So private and public should be checked, and once after that you need to close this, go back and try launch the game and see whether the issue is solved or not. Next one is nothing but you can try with unplug all the USB devices. So in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, most of the users might be playing the game, not in all the cases, but most of the users might be depending on the controllers, and some might be playing with the keyboard and mouse itself. But if you're using any additional things like or your PC and laptops might be filled with a lot of things like controllers, even any other things. So these things can even cause the issue. So we cannot take any possibility over there. So just remove everything from the USB port, launch the game. After game is successfully launched, if you still wanted to play the game with the controller, just connect back the controller and try launch the game. And this is what you have to do. Moving to the next one is all about we can try with performing a clean boot. For that, we just need to go over here in the search, go for over here, go to system configuration, go for services, go for hide all Microsoft services, go for disable all. It's actually grayed out for me because I tried this very recently. Go for apply and go for OK. it might ask you for restart in some cases. If it's asking for restart, just do a restart and try launching the game. Next one is all about nothing but we need to disable the Steam overlay. For that, go over here in the game, right click and go to properties. Now from here, as you can see, this is disabled. You have to enable this. Once you enable this, if it is enabled, you have to disable it. Once you disable this, try launch the game. That will be helping you guys out as well. If that is not working, we have to go over here in the launch option. Give the command for the launch option as dx11 as the first command. Give the command dx11. Try launch the game. If dx11 is not working, try this to dx12 and try launch the game. So try with dx11 or dx12 and try launch the game. This did work for many users, so you can try this out as well. Next one is all about nothing but you can try with closing all the overlay application. And this did work for many users, so you can try this out as well. So just go over here in the start, right click and go to task manager. Now if you check over here in the task manager, as you can see, I am only having few things running in the background, which is Adobe Premiere Pro, Google Chrome, OBS and Steam. But this will not be the case for all the users who are watching this. You will be having tons of apps running over here in the background. For example, overlay applications such as Discord is one of the reasons why we are having crashing. For example, another example is overclocking applications such as MSA Afterburner, Riva Tuner, etc. So if you find all these things over here, you have to end the task of these applications and remove the unwanted things from there. Then try launch the game. That's going to help you guys out as well. Next one is all about you can try with running the game on dedicated graphics card. For that, we just need to go over here in the search and go for graphics settings. Now from here, as you can see, you need to go over here. As you can see, it's already added. So just click on the browse. Now go to local disk over here. Go to this PC. Go to local disk C. Go to program file x86. Keep scrolling down and navigate to Steam folder and go to Steam apps and go to common. Now from here, as you can see, Call of Duty HQ is there and select this one and go for add. And once you add it, just click on the option, set this to high performance and go for save. This did work for many users. Most users end up in adding, but they forgot to make this. So you have to set into high performance. It is an important step. Go for save and close this and go back and try launching the game. Next one is all about we need to increase virtual memory. For this, we just need to go over here in the search, go for view advanced system settings, go for advanced, go for settings, go to advanced once again, go for change. Make sure this is unchecked and select the local disk where the game is installed, and in my case it is local disk C. Go to custom size. Initial size is 1.5 times the total RAM. Maximum size is 3 times the total RAM. So we need a calculator. So go over here, find a calculator. So multiply the RAM. So my RAM is 32 GB. So I multiply 32 GB into 1024. That brings you 32,768. That is what I have to do. Now copy this and I have to paste it. Next one is all about the maximum size, that is 32 GB should be multiplied with 1024. It's a constant value. Multiply into 3. So that is 98,304. So just copy this and you have to paste it. And once you're done with this one, just restart and see whether the issue is solved or not. If it's still working, if it's still the issue is not fixed, and you can try with updating the Windows, go over here in the search, go to settings over here, go to Windows Update, just update the game. Update the Windows and try whether the issue is solved. Because especially for running the games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it is quite important that we have to run the game in the latest Windows. So just update the Windows and try with launch the game. Next one is all about we need to do like this. That is what we need to do. We just need to update the graphics card, which is very, very important, especially for these kind of games. So I'll be providing a link in the description that will take you to the official NVIDIA as well as the AMD. The NVIDIA users, they just have to go over here in this link. You have to select every details like your product type, product series, what is your product. If you're on Windows 11, select Windows 11. If you're on Windows 10, you have to select this one. If you're on any other platform, select the respective one, go for English language, US, and go for start search. That bring you this particular one. So you have to download. This is the latest released updated version, that is 536.40, which is released on 29/2023. So just download this, install, restart the PC, and try launch the game. Next one, if you're on the AMD, go to graphics, select these details over here and go for submit. Once you go for submit, you will be able to find this. So if you're on Windows 11, download this one. If you're on Windows 10, download this one. Install, restart is a mandatory, and try launch the game. Last and the least one, for fuses, I found this from the community forum itself. I don't know how, but also I cross-checked, and also I found this from Reddit, that for many users, when they install Microsoft Visual C++, it did work. So I'll be providing link in the description as well for these. So just go over here in this one and go to download x64. So my PC is on x64. If you're on x86, download this one, and most probably many users will be in x64. So just download this one, install, restart, and try launch the game. So last and the least one is all about, even after trying all these things, the issue is still not persisting, and if you're having a lot of trouble, we can try with uninstalling the game and reinstall it back. I know this is quite looks like crazy, but this did work for many users, so we can try this out as well. For that, just go over here, right click, go to manage, uninstall the game. For reinstalling it back, you need to go over here. For reinstalling it back, what you need to do is just need to go over here, and should not be installing back on the same local disk from where you are uninstalled. So try with a new local disk and try launch the game. So these are the possible workarounds that can be tried out when you're having an issue with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, crashing and stuck on loading screen. You can try these steps for stuttering, lagging, freezing, and even if you're having low FPS drop on PC, and you can also how to increase the performance. You can also try this out. And even if you're having launching issue, black screen, not responding, for all these, you can try this out. So these are the possible workaround, and I hope this video is helpful. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. See you soon in the next video. Bye.